Hi there, I'm Alex, and this is Cube Puzzle Fun, a channel where I, a musician who's got a fun hobby in solving these cube puzzles, tries to tell you how I do it in plain English so that as many people as possible can understand how you solve these things. This right here is a quick video, a primer on what the different pieces are called and how they're laid out, just so that we're all on the same page. I wanted to put all this stuff in one video just so that I could refer to it. So I'm going to dive right in to the layout of one of these 3x3 Rubik's cubes. Or actually, maybe we'll even start with something that is 2x2. And pardon me for the fact that this 2x2 is actually a mirror cube. My 2x2 cube with the colors has been loaned out. So here we are with a mirror cube. And the reason why I want to start with this is because the first piece I want to talk about is a corner. Every cube puzzle that is shaped in a form of a cube, cubical ones, will have 8 corners. That's sort of the nature of a cube, is that it will have 8 corners. And a cube puzzle that is 2x2 is nothing but 8 corners. It just has the 8 corners all scrunched together and nothing else. So that's why I just take a little start with 2x2 cube, because it's just the 8 corners. Now, as soon as you get more rows and columns than just 2, you start to have edges and middle pieces. So this is a 3x3 cube, and since there are odd number of rows and an odd number of columns, it will have actual centers that are in the very middle. And these centers only have just the one color piece on them, and that's it. If you have a cube that has an even number of rows and columns, you still have middle pieces, but this time you will have an even number, and there are none in the exact center. Like a 3x3 or a 5x5 will have a piece that's in the exact center, and a 4x4 not so much. And the difference that makes is a huge difference, in that this 4x4 or anything with an even number of rows and columns can be put together with the centers in the wrong place. There's no fixed center for you to start from. So it would be actually possible to start building these middle pieces. And for example, I could be building the green stuff in the right place and the white stuff in the right place, and then I could put the orange over here by mistake because there's no middle piece. So I would highly recommend, you do not start with a 4x4 cube or any cube that has an even number of columns and rows as your first cube, because it could mess you up. I don't know. But most people start with the 3x3 cube, and that is probably a better idea. 3x3 cube definitely has a middle centerpiece, and the centerpieces stay fixed to one another. Red centerpiece will always be opposite an orange centerpiece. When I flip this over, you'll see on the other side the centerpiece will be orange, and a white centerpiece always stays opposite to a yellow centerpiece. When I flip this over, you'll see the other centerpiece is yellow. And no matter where I flip this white centerpiece, I could flip it up here, it's still, the yellow travels in relation to the white one. It will still always be across. No matter where I try to put it, white is still going to be across from yellow. And that's the way it is, and that's the way it's going to be. On a 3x3 cube, the red is always going to be opposite the orange, and the blue is always going to be opposite the green, and the white is always going to be opposite the yellow, unless you have some weird cube that has different colors than this. I know they make cubes that have pink and whatever different colors, but still, it's still the nature of a 3 by 3 cube is that whatever colors start out opposite one another, they're going to stay opposite one another because the centers move with each other no matter where you move them. So that's the corners and the centers. Each cube, as I said, has 8 corners. Each cube also has 6 sides to it. So if it has one centerpiece, like a 3 by 3, then it has 6 centers. If it has more than that, like this has 4 middle pieces on the 4 by 4, so it will have 4 times 6 is 24. It'll have 24 middle pieces, and it just keeps going up from there. So that's centerpieces. There are 6 of them on a 3 by 3 cube. And the final piece that we then need after we take out the corner pieces and the center pieces, there's one thing left, and that is an edge piece. An edge piece has 2 different color stickers on it. The corners have 3 sides, so they have 3 different stickers on them. And the center pieces just have the one, and the edges are these things that are left over that have the 2 here. And on a 3 by 3 cube, you will have 12 of those. You'll have 4 up top, 4 on the bottom, and then there are 4 along each corner here throughout the middle. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is a quick primer on the layout of one of these cube puzzles. Hopefully that should tell you what I'm talking about when I talk about a corner or an edge or a center. And please keep in mind and remember that the centers have a specific color opposite them, and that color will stay constant because a lot of times when you're talking about how to solve cube puzzles, you talk about the top, and then you'll talk about the opposite side of the top, and you'll talk about having opposite colors. Like I'll say yellow, and then the opposite color, the yellow opposite color is white, and that is because the yellow center has the white side on the opposite side. Yep, so hopefully that helps catch everybody up, gets us more on the same page. My rap name is Alex. This is Cube Puzzle Fun. Peace. And if you'd like to apply some of this knowledge, here are some Cube Puzzle Fun videos that you can dive into and learn more about solving these cube puzzles.